Have you ever done a long bike ride and know that you're quite fit, but halfway through thought, oh, my legs are totally toast? Well, this is the reason why. I talk about this a lot on the channel, and that's all about fueling and hydrating your training so you're getting good quality out of it and you're fueling in a way that you're going to get great recovery out of it. And more importantly, you're not going to get halfway around your ride and suddenly feel like your legs are cramping up and you feel like you're just going to pack it in and give everything up. Before I talk about a set practice that I think everybody should follow, let's talk about the mistakes that I often see. Just drinking water in your water bottle. Skipping breakfast before a long ride. Still believing that fasted training burns a load of body fat more than a calorie deficit. That's been proven many times now. That's not the case. I've talked about it loads of times on this channel. You just need to scroll down, find the post. It's got some decent links to studies to show what works, what doesn't when it comes to losing body fat. Let's talk about standard practice of fueling your ride that really works. Let's kick off with carbohydrates. You want a minimum of 60 grams of carbohydrate per hour every hour that you are riding. Now that can come from fluids, it can come from bars, it can come from energy chews, it can come from wherever you like, but it needs to have 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour. Yes, even if you're just riding an hour, because that's going to help you fuel that training session, but also set you up for your next tough training session that's coming up in the next couple of days. And yes, stop thinking fat adaptation and weight loss. Weight loss happens because you're in a calorie deficit. I'm not talking about that. Hydration, 100%. Get this wrong and it's going to make you feel like you're bonking, and it's not. It's because you're dehydrated. Standard is 500 milliliters of water with 0.45 grams of sodium per liter of water. That helps retain the fluid into the cell. More often than not, when I chat to people about their training and they say, oh, my legs didn't feel very good at this, is their approach nutritionally and from a hydration perspective is way off point. And it's something that if we really get into our thinking and get on top of, it just makes training and how we ride our bikes way more enjoyable. I just don't understand why people try and mess around with it. And again, this is a set standard of the minimum that you need to be eating and drinking to be super effective and get great training out. It's not hard to get right, yet people struggle with this day in, day out. My question to you is, do you actually hit anywhere near that in your training? Anyhow, if you found that helpful, hit like and drop me a follow.